copyright hit on that. How much you want to bet? Okay, well, I'm on my way to the doctor. And let you know how that goes. The ultimate goal in whole food plant-based diet is to avoid a place like this too early. Stay out of that building at all costs until the absolute last moment possible. Okay, so I can't look at you while I'm driving. But, so like I talked about before, this office visit is a follow-up for a lung scan that I've been having every 6 months since 2012, or actually 2011. I started out with 3 lung nodules, and one was 12, one was 9, and this one was 3. Well, now this one is 12, and the other 2 are gone. I went to Colorado for my granddaughter's funeral in 2012, and yes, for 7 or 8 days, I did consume medical marijuana legally, because they just passed the law. And, I came back from my lung scan that January, and 2 of my nodules were gone. Now, I wasn't on any other kind of medicine. They didn't give me any medicine because they said it wasn't cancer. They said it was environmental dirt. Like, because I live by a farm. And, they plow, kicks up dust. I'll wait for the light. Kicks up dust, dirt, and then Monsanto, of course. And so that's what it is. And they did a PET scan, or they do PET scans, and they inject you with this radioactive material that it's like glucose. It's like, okay, so cancer cells feed on glucose in your body. And so what they inject you in is like glow-in-the-dark glucose. And so when they give you that, and then you have to like rest for an hour, and then like they put you in a bed and you can take a nap or whatever you want to do, and then they go and do the scan. Now, if it's cancer, that glucose will be attracted to that tumor or growth or nodule or whatever it is they're looking at. And in my case, they did the scan from the top of my head to the top of my thighs. And nowhere in that scan did anything light up. Yay. So, I am cancer-free, or, as of 6 months, January 4th, I was cancer-free. And but the lung nodule had gotten bigger. It was like a 5, and then it went to a 9, and now it's at a 12. So they check me every 6 months, because if it gets out of hand, I guess we'll go to plan B, whatever that is. Since it's dirt, what the hell are they going to do? Flush my lungs out? How are they going to do that? I mean, I've heard of ways that they go in and just rinse your lungs out, but it doesn't sound like a pleasant thing, and you can't breathe, and I don't know how they do that. But I'm not there, and so I ain't going to sweat it. But this is the doctor I was telling you about on that video that I told you I had a really good doctor, and how when I went in really bad, like wicked bad sick, she took great care of me. Now I've got a lung doctor, and I've got a COP doctor, and I've got a neurologist, and I'm supposed to go to a rheumatologist, but since I changed what I was eating, that kind of pain has stopped. except for, I got gout. And I am thinking, and I want to talk to her about it today, I'm thinking tomatoes are really cramping my style when it comes to me wanting to get out for a walk, because I get these sharp pains in my feet. And so, have to do that whole elimination method. And that is just don't eat tomatoes and see if it squares up. And I know she's going to tell me that, because I know I need to do that. So I'm just going to do that. Man, I love tomatoes. Ugh. But I like to walk too, so, hey, just saying. So I'm going to talk to her about that. And because, we don't have a scan, she's going to order a scan. And then it's going to be the old, how you doing? And she's going to, hey, I stepped on the scale this morning. I did the weigh-in yesterday, right? It was 270 even. Got up this morning, first thing on the scale, 269. Ah! So, let's see what her scale says, because her scale is famously like 4 or 5 pounds higher than mine. And I don't like her scale. Hers is a digital scale too, though, but I don't know. Anyhow, so I'm almost at the hospital, and shout out to my doctor, Tammy Stinson, and Lutheran Health Group, Fort Wayne, Indiana. She's the bomb. Love her to pieces. And she tells me like it is, and it's hard as hell to get her to laugh at my jokes. She'll crack a tiny little smile. She's all business. I'm like, come on, will you lighten up? I don't know. She's not a hard ass. She's just, But she was well pleased that I went plant-based, so that's good. And so, I don't know. Her last recommendation for me was to get some Tom's natural deodorant, because I have under my right armpit, I had a boil, and every now and then that thing will raise its ugly head. But God, talk about bad underarm odor. And so anyway, that's all gone. That's all healed up and everything. But that right armpit's still funky sometimes. I don't know. So she suggested Tom's, and she did tell me that it would take about 3 days or so for my body to adjust to Tom's, and that I would be funky. So don't plan to go anywhere on the first 3 days using Tom's deodorant. But she said, after that, everything leveled off, and she's okay, and so I'm going to be okay too. So I hadn't got it yet, because I don't know. I guess I'll have to rough through the funk. But I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see if she asks me or questions me, or wants to know what's the skinny about the. Oh God, that guy just. People suck, I tell you, especially when you're driving. And they were driving by me and see me recording you, but I'm not looking at you, so I guess that's okay. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see if she asks. How's the plant-based thing going? Or, from the scale, I'll have gained, 4 pounds. No, 264. I will have gained 5 pounds back from the last time I saw her 6 months ago. So, we'll see if she hits me up on that or not. We'll see. We'll see. I love her, though. She is a great doctor. I've been seeing her since 2004. I used to work for a dermatologist that was her classmate, and he recommended her to me, and praise God for that. She has turned out to be a fabulous physician, and I'm grateful for it all. So that's it for now. I got to turn into the hospital, so I'll see you in a bit. Bye.